Hello guys, good evening. So how are you all? Good. Starting our session, so we are just waiting for people to turn up. Once they will turn up, I will start the session. Just wait for a minute. I'm just checking my audio and video. If you're finding any sort of difficulty, let me know. Yes, it's perfect. So now we can start our session. So good evening everyone. I welcome all of you on Let's Crack JEE in English, and this is our channel, and today we'll be covering what? Practice session on complex numbers. That's me, Nishant Khanduja. That's my introduction. I graduated and post-graduated from IIT Bombay in aerospace engineering. I have been trading, I traded in US and Canadian markets for 2 years. I have been teaching IIT JEE aspirants over the last 8 years, and you won't even believe, I always respect, I love those students, those who are being there in small cities, villages, and they are still preparing for competitive examination, knowing the fact they don't have good infrastructure, but still they want to crack this examination. So I respect all of you guys. I salute you, and maybe because of your ambition, maybe because of your strong feeling, determination, what you have, I am here to teach you guys. So that is one of the reasons I always, I come regularly to teach you guys, because whenever I see you guys learning something, I get motivated. Teach you more. Make sure that yes, you achieve your dream. Your dream should come true. So let's start. Before we start our sessions, I request all of you, please join these two Telegram channels, because all the updates regarding my classes, my content, everything is being put up there. So these are the two channels, Let's Crack JEE English, and another one is what? JEE Quest. While we were talking about Unacademy, so what is the good thing about Unacademy? So I personally find that live classroom experience, because this live classroom experience somehow gives you that offline classroom experience which everyone seeks for, because they want to interact with the educator. So yes, that's it. So that particular thing is here. You want to ask doubt, you want to have discussion with the educator, so everything can be done here very smoothly. You can also have leaderboard. What is this leaderboard? So when you answer, when let's say any educator ask any question, when you're answering it, so on this platform there is a particular leaderboard is being maintained, where you can actually check your rank, where you can actually check what is your current situation all over India. That's what you can check, because see, we have students all over India. So right now you are competing with students all over India, and that is what important here in this IIT JEE competitive examination, right? So you need to learn how to compete, you need to learn how to win. So everything is here. Apart from this, you also get what? Weekly test series. You also have daily practice problem sheets, quizzes. So everything is being provided here. It is almost like an offline classroom coaching. Okay. And one more thing which you would not realize, but I'll tell you guys. See, whenever you would open this application, you would find the educators teaching you live. So it's not like that you have to wait to learn for the next morning. You do not need to wait till next morning. You can start learning whenever you feel like. It could be in the late evening also, somewhere around 8 or 9. You can start studying. Not need to wait for any educator to just conduct conduct a class. It can be started at any point of time. So that's the best thing I would say Unacademy has. So now let's talk about what exactly you need to do. First, you need to install Unacademy Learning app. When you install this Unacademy Learning app, you have to select your goal. What is your goal? IIT JEE. Then press on plus, go for get subscription. You have options for 1, 3, 6, 12 and 24 months. I would recommend, if a student is there in 11th standard, then he must go for this 2 years package, and if a student is in 12th or 13th, then he should go for this 1 year package. Now the thing is, you might ask, so already it's December, so hardly a few months are left for the examination, so which package shall I exactly buy? So if you are there in, let's say, 12th or 13th, then I would recommend to go for this 6 months package, because the subscription, the access would last over till your examination gets over, and that's what we need, because at the last moment you might feel like, doing mock tests, revising things, or maybe clear your doubts. So everything could be done at the last moment itself. Okay, so when you select your package, you have to punch a referral code. Now what is that referral code? You have to use this NK001. When you use this code NK001, what exactly you would be getting? You would be getting what? 10% off, and the final prices are these. For 1 year you have to pay what? 50,000 rupees. For 2 years you have to pay 50,000 rupees. For 1 year you have to pay 34,650 rupees, and for 6 months you have to pay what? 25,200 rupees. So these are the things you have to remember. Now next to plus, you can see one iconic thing is there. What is this iconic thing? Why the price of this iconic is slightly higher? The reason is very simple, guys, because in iconic you get some extra things. And what are those extra things? Apart from top quality content which is being provided to you guys in plus subscription, you're getting what? Guidance. Yes, guidance is very important in today's era, because if you have the right guidance, you can crack a good rank. You can make sure that yes, you are securing a seat for yourself. Yes, that's why it's very important. So what exactly you will be getting? You will be getting your personal mentor, you will be getting study planner, and you will also be having what? You'll also be having one test analysis report. So this test analysis report would keep telling you after every test where exactly you are losing marks, where exactly you need to improve upon, where exactly, so how you can improve your time management, how to improve the examination approach. So all these questions will be answered in test analysis report. Okay, so let's start our session. But before our session begins, I want to make an announcement. What is this? This is regarding this Manzil batch. So this Manzil batch is specifically for students, those who are shifting from 11th to 12th. So I recommend all of you to join this batch, because this batch is being monitored by India's top educators like Namokal sir, Samir sir, Nishant sir, Paras Thakur sir, Jayant sir. So these are the big shots are there in this Manzil batch, and everything will be covered from the basics. So it is already a day past 24th, so I would recommend you guys better join this batch as soon as possible. Okay, and there is one more announcement regarding for those who are there in 12th or 13th, and they feel that yes, their preparation is slightly behind, they want to exceed, they want to improve their rank. So for this we have got what? JEE rank booster. So this batch has also started from yesterday. So I recommend all of you to join these batches as soon as possible. And whenever you are joining these batches, do remember that you have to use this code NK001, because this code will make sure that you get 10% off. Okay, and now another announcement and another batch. So this batch is being starting from 28th of December. 28th of December, people from Kota, so people, I call them Maharathis. Yes, so these Maharathis are starting new sessions for 11th as well as for 12th class students on December 28th. So I recommend all of you guys to join these batches as soon as possible, because I do not like you guys getting trouble while joining any batch, because whenever we join somewhere in between, find difficulty finding our own ground, and that's what is the problem. You should not face the problem. Okay guys, so I'm sorry guys, so let's start. Okay, before starting, yes, I would also request you guys to join these test series, because there are 3 test series. One is JEE Main Super 30, another one is JEE Advanced 2021, and third one is chapter wise daily practice problem sheets. And you get these daily practice problem sheets every day, Monday to Thursday, evening 8 p.m. So to get better result, to exactly know what sort of questions you might face, better start appearing for these test series. You can enroll for these test series free of cost. What you need to do is you need to install an Unacademy application, or you can go to Unacademy's website and search for these test series and then enroll. Simple. So let's start our session. So here is the question. So this is our first question, where it says x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then we have to find the value of this. Now when you look at this question, what exactly you feel? The very first thing what I feel is, when I look at this x square plus x plus 1, I feel that, why not I calculate the roots of this, because this was the factor when we tried to calculate what? Cube root of unity. Do you remember this? X cube minus 1, x minus 1, and then we have what? X square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. So what do I feel? That yes, I need to calculate the roots, and what will be the roots? Obviously one will be omega, another one will be what? Omega square. Correct? So now what exactly you need to calculate? X plus 1 upon x. X square plus 1 upon x squares whole squares. Basically what we need to do is, we need to find the summation of all these terms. So let's see what exactly we'll be getting here. We check this out. So what we see is, it is omega plus 1 upon omega, which can be further written as omega plus omega square, which is what? Which is equal to minus 1. Similarly, for this also, this is what? Omega square plus 1 upon omega square, and this will be equal to what? Omega square plus omega, again minus 1. But whenever we have exponent as integer multiple of what? 3, case would be different. Check. When we have omega cube, what is omega cube? It's already 1, so it will give you what? 2. So apart from all these powers or all these exponents, those are not multiple of 3. We will be getting what? We will be getting minus 1 as value for these terms. Correct? Now let's start solving it. So it is till 27. So till 27, how many multiples of 3's are there? Tell me. Yes, absolutely right. 9 multiples are there, like x cube, x raised to 6, x raised to 9, like this. Absolutely right. So when we square 2, what do we get? We get 4. And for this, when we square what? Minus 1, what exactly we get? We get 1. How many terms are there like this? Apart from 9, we have got what? 18 terms left. What? 18 terms. Let's calculate this. So this will be what? 18 plus, and what it is 9 into 4. It is what? 36. This is what? 50. The correct answer would be what? D. Clear? Let's move ahead. Let's talk about this question. This question is, Z1 and Z2 are two distinct points in an argand plane. If A of mod of Z1 is equal to B of mod of Z2, and where A and B both, they belong to what? Real numbers, then you have to find the point A Z1 upon B Z2 plus B Z2 upon A Z1. Then it is a point on D. So what I exactly feel is, when I read this question, so what exactly is just running in my mind is, first look at this point. What exactly this point is az1 upon bz2 plus bz2 upon az1. Now I just look at the given information. It is basically giving me the ratio between mod of z2 and mod of z1, correct? So now I feel like, whatever given information is, why not I should use it? Let's use it. So when I try using it, so what exactly I'm getting is, so it is mod of z2 upon z1. z1 z2 is what? Mod of z1 upon mod of z2. It is z2 upon z1, correct? Now, before we proceed, I would request all of you to just check this out. How will I write this? Any complex number, if I want to write any complex number in Euler form, so how do I write? I write z is what? Mod of z into e raised to iota theta, correct? Similarly, it is what? It is written here z2 upon mod of z2. This could be what? E raised to iota theta 2. Similarly, for z1 also I can say e raised to iota theta 1, right? So this sort of terms I can see they are present here. So let's write them down. This is what? Z1 upon mod of z1. So this will be written as e raised to iota theta 1 upon e raised to iota theta 2. Whereas second term will be what? E raised to iota theta 2 upon e raised to iota theta 1. Finally, we will be getting what? E raised to iota theta 1 minus theta 2 plus e raised to iota theta 2 minus theta 1. Now this can be further written as like this: e raised to iota theta 1 minus theta 2 plus e raised to minus of iota theta 1 minus theta 2. Don't you think they are looking like as if they are conjugate to each other, right? So when two complex numbers and they are conjugate to each other, when they are being added up, what exactly we get? We get twice of real part of what? This e raised to iota theta 1 minus theta 2. This can be further written as, because since it is e raised to something, there is no r, so I can clearly write it is what? Twice of cos of theta 1 minus here. So this is your complex number. Now we have to find out what exactly it looks like. Now what is the locus of this complex numbers? Now let's check the options. The very first option says a line segment minus 2 to 2 of the real axis. This actually it is right. Why? Because it is what? Z is what? X plus iota y. X plus iota y. That is what? Twice of cos of theta 1 minus theta 2. And your imaginary part here is what? 0. Obviously, there will be no y-axis component. So what do we have? We have only this. X is equal to twice of cos theta 1 minus theta 2. And cos can take values from minus 1 to 1. So obviously x, which is your basically your real part of z, that will take value from minus 2 to 2. And only x is what? Only x is your complex number. So obviously your option A will be correct. You can just mark it. Luckily we found the right option in the beginning. Not need to check further. Clear, guys? I hope you guys understood this question. Fine. So let's move ahead and let's discuss another question. So another question is, we have to find number of complex numbers such that mod of z is equal to 1 and z upon z bar plus z bar upon z is equal to what? 1. Okay, so these are the two given informations we have. Then we have to find the complex numbers. And keeping this in mind that we have argument of z from 0 to pi. Here. So let's solve this question. So what are these given information here? Okay. So obviously this is this will be used, but this is the information from where we can just start solving the question, right? Because this is some sort of relationship, it looks like. If I just multiply, take it as okay, z upon z bar mod z is this. I can, let's say, multiply by z square here. This will become 1. This will also become 1. So z square plus this. Right? You can do it like this. See guys, see, if you want to take LCM, you can take LCM. Say if I take LCM, this will be what? Z square plus z bar square is equal to 1. It is given to us that mod of z is what? It is 1. So if it is 1, so mod of z square plus z square bar. I am using property of conjugate. This will be equal to what? This will be equal to 1. So this is what? This is the addition of two complex numbers. They are conjugate to each other. Now, before writing z, I would request you to just look at this. It is what? It says mod of z is what? 1. So if I want to write the Euler form, so how will I write it? E raised to iota theta. Correct? Hi Rakshit Roy. Rakshit, मेरे को एक इंजरी हो गई थी. I was playing cricket and ball hit me, so उसकी वजह से stitches लगे थे. Now stitches are over. Now yes, certainly when they were applying, when they were putting these stitches, they cut my hair. So instead of having any awkward sort of hairstyle, so I thought I should go with zero trim. Okay, Rakshit? So now, if I put this value, what exactly I'm getting here is z square. So this will be what? E raised to iota 2 theta plus e raised to, this is what? Iota 2 theta. This will become iota twice of theta minus, because it is what? Conjugate. And this is equal to 1. Clear guys? Now, what exactly we can do? Tell me. Any idea? See, when two complex numbers are being added and they are conjugated to each other, so what exactly we get? We get mod of twice of what? Real part of it. Absolutely right. And this is equal to 1. Now we have what? We have cos of twice of theta is equal to plus minus half. From here you can start solving the question. Okay. So this is what, this is your cos of 2 theta is equal to plus minus half. Now from here what you can do is twice of theta will be what? So let's say if I take first positive one, this is half. Another one will be what? Twice of theta is equal to cos inverse minus of half. Okay. This theta is what? So cos inverse half. So this value, making sure that yes, you have what? You have two possibilities, because your argument of z will always lie between what? 0 to 2 pi. Correct? So this cos inverse half can give you two values. So what are those two values? So one will be, so cos inverse half, so half your pi by 3, one will be your pi by 3, another one will be what? Fourth quadrant, absolutely right. 300, absolutely right. So 5 pi by. Let's check for this. Now guys, I would request all of you to just look one thing. You have to just be very conscious. So this is still 300, right? Now this is 2 theta. So by default, 2 theta will be from 0 to 4 pi. So we can actually take 2 theta's values which are lying from 0 to 4 pi. Am I making sense to you guys? So now another angle would be what? This is theta is equal to pi by 3, 5 pi by 3. Now another could be what? 420. So 420 by 3, 7 here. And then we can have what? 7 pi by 6. So these are the four principal arguments we have. Now let's check for this. When cos twice of theta is what? Minus half. So when exactly we get minus half value? When the angle is there in second and third quadrant. So in second, this should be what? 2 pi by 3. And in third, should be what? It should be 240. 240 is what? 4 pi by 3. Now again, the same concept, since it's twice of theta, the twice of theta will lie from 0 to 4 pi. So now what could be the values? So this should be what? 2 pi plus 120. So 5 pi, 5 pi. So 360 under 4, 480. So there's 2 pi plus 2 pi by 6 pi, 8 pi by 3. 8 pi by 3. And then we have what? We have 3 pi plus pi by 3. So this is 12 and 13. 13 pi by 3. So 60 into this 40. My guys, this is 10 pi by 3. My bad. It is 10 pi by 3. Okay. So now the theta will be what? The theta will be half of all these angles. So we have pi by 3. We have 2 pi by 3. We also have 4 pi by 3, and we have got 5 pi by 3. So these are the eight arguments you will be getting. So based on this, I can clearly say that I'll be having what? 8 complex numbers. So this is one approach. Can anyone guess another approach? Yes, I can tell you. Just imagine, instead of taking the Euler form, if someone starts solving from here, if he says that z is what? Z is equal to x plus iota y. So if z is x plus iota y, what is our z square? Z square is x square minus y square plus twice of iota x. Here guys, now look at this. Here it is what? Addition of two complex numbers, they are conjugate to each other. So that means I can clearly say twice of x square minus twice of y square is equal to 1. X square minus y square is equal to 1. And another information which is being given to me is that modulus of this complex number is what? 1. So let's start solving these. When you start solving these, what exactly you get is twice of x square. Hi Ishan Haldar. Ishan, I was playing cricket and this ball, season ball hit my head actually. And post that, yes, there were stitches and I had to shave my head. That's why I am not having hair right now. So sorry. So twice of x square is equal to what? 2. So sorry, this is half, my bad. This is half. When we add, so what exactly we'll be getting? Twice of this x square is equal to what? 3 by 2. For x, what? Plus minus root 3 by. So based on this positive x, so when x is root 3 by 2, so when it is 3 by 2, so this will go here. So we'll have y, will y have two values, and those values will be what? Those values will be this, plus minus half. Here when we'll be having x as minus 3 by 2, x will be what? Minus of root 3 by 2. Again we'll be having two values of y, and what are those values? Plus minus half. Now just hang on. Now I request all of you to just wait and think over it. Now since this is what? This is odd. x square minus y square, correct? So now for one value I'm getting value 0, and this is also x square minus y square, correct? So now what could be the another case? Any guesses? Yes, absolutely right. See here, what you will be getting? You will be getting what? Twice of mod of x square minus y square is equal to 1, right? Another case could be where you are getting what? X square minus y square is equal to what? Minus of half, because it's mod. When you are opening mod, there could be two possibilities. Then we'll have two different pair of equation. This, when you start solving this, what exactly you'll be getting? When you add this, so you'll be getting what? X as plus minus 1 by root 2, and for this x, getting two more values of y, this. Again from here also we'll have four values. From here also we'll have four values of complex numbers, and we'll start. Hi Ishan Haldar, hello. So Ishan, are you getting it? See, I solved this question using two methods. Here, I hope you understood it. Now we'll proceed further. We'll discuss another question. The question is, if z is equal to iota log 2 minus root minus 3, then cos of z will be. Now tell me one thing. If anyone wants to find cos, sine, theta, so what is the way to find it out? Correct. So if you want to find cos of z, it will be what? It should be e raised to iota z plus e raised to minus of iota z by 2. Guess what? We are having two conjugate number. They are being added up in the numerator. What we'll be getting? We'll be getting twice of real part of this conjugate number. So what is the real part? That is cos of z. So twice of cos of z upon 2. We get what? Cos of z. Simple. So now what exactly we need to do? We need to only punch the value of z. Let's punch it. E raised to iota log of 2 minus root 3. Then again plus minus of iota log of 2 minus root of minus of here divided by 2. So iota will multiply. What exactly we'll get? We get minus 1. E raised to minus of log 2 minus root minus 3. What exactly we can do, guys? We can rewrite this as log of 1 upon 2 minus this is what? Root of minus 3. So I can rewrite this as iota root 3. Correct, guys? Plus, now here what should I do? This is iota square. Already minus sign is there. Minus will become plus. So we have e raised to log of 2 minus iota root 3 by 2. So now, since we are having what? Same base, so this will become what? 1. So finally we will have 1 upon 2 minus iota root 3 plus 2 minus iota root 3 upon 2. Clear? Let's try solving it further. So what exactly I can do here? Either I can take, if you guys say, I'll take LCM, or I can rationalize this complex number here. So what would you suggest? If you ask for me, I would say rationalize it here only. So if you want to rationalize it, what you exactly need to do is you have to multiply and divide by its conjugate. So 2 plus iota root 3, and what it is? This is 4 square. 4, this is 2 square. So basically 4 minus iota. This is what? A square minus B square sort of thing. Okay, so a square minus b square sort of thing. what exactly you will be getting? Yes, they will add up. So we'll have 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3, or you can consider it, since conjugate and complex number, whenever they are being multiplied, what do we get? Mod of z square plus 2 minus iota root 3 upon 2. Here, and this is 7, so 2 plus iota root 3 plus 14 minus 7 iota root by 14. So I'll just come here, I'll start writing it here. I'll get what? 16. Have 6 iota root 3 and 14. Try to cancel it out. Cancelling. Seems like as if answer is wrong, because whatever we have done, that is absolutely right. But still I'll check it for you guys. Just be there with me. Correct. Minus plus. Hello guys. So I think there is some problem with the question, and as in problem, what I mean to say is there is some mistake with the question for sure. Here we can't have this root minus 3. Let's try it out for what? Root 3. So when we try to solve it for root 3, so what exactly we'll be getting? What we should be getting? What? Log of 1 upon 2 minus root and plus of e raised to log of 2 minus root 3 and by 2. So this will be what? Minus root 3 plus minus 3 by 2. So we can again take we can if you want, we can take the LCM, or we can just rationalize this part. If you want to rationalize this, I can multiply with what? 2 plus root 3 there in the numerator, and denominator will have 4 minus 3, so 1 plus 2 minus by 2 cancel out. So we should have exactly what? We should have 2 plus 2, this 2. So we should get only 2. So I think there is a problem with the question, so that's why now the answer is not coming. So that was the random guess I made. I think there's a problem with the question. So yes, you can just leave this question out and solve another question. This question is, if z is a complex number such that minus of pi by 2, so the complex number is such that this argument of this complex number is lying between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, then we have to correct, or we have to choose the following inequalities, which is true. So first one is this. So see, when you read the options A, B, C, the left hand side says we have to find the mod of z minus z bar. So now, don't you understand that it is z minus z bar is what? It is like a vector starting from z bar and going till z. If let's say this is your any complex number z, so obviously its conjugate will be here, correct? So using a triangle law, I can clearly say that z minus z bar will be this third vector of this triangle, correct? Now someone wants to calculate its mod. So that means its length. Its length will always be what? This is theta. And what it says? It says mod of z, argument of z minus argument of z bar. Okay. Argument of z minus argument of z bar. So basically theta plus 2. Okay. So let's try calculating it. This will be what? Mod of z, mod of z. So if I want to write, so how exactly I'll be writing it? I'll be writing it if I want to write. So mod of z will be turned by what? Is to iota. Otherwise, I'll be rotating like this. Correct. So e is to iota, basically argument of z minus argument of obviously there is inequality involved. Equality. This is like, if I want to write this, in a geometrical form, so how would I write it? So I'll be saying it that mod of z minus mod of z bar is what? It is, if I consider this as, let's say, perpendicular. Perpendicular will be what? Perpendicular will be always mod of z into sine of theta. Correct, guys? Right? So let's say if I write it is what? Twice of mod z sine of theta. Correct? Now, or if you want, I can rewrite this in another way also. That could be mod of z sine of theta and minus of mod of z sine of minus theta. So this minus theta is basically argument of z bar. So that's what I want to write. Now, what I know is that will be out. This is sine of theta minus of sine of minus theta. I know one thing, that yes, this can be further written as we already wrote, twice of sine theta, and I know that sine theta is always pi by 2. Wait, the argument of z is between minus pi by 4 to also minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay. Will always not using this. Guys, sine theta is always lesser equal to theta. Always lesser equal to theta. So if we put that inequality, so what exactly we'll be getting? Mod of z twice of theta. This can be further written as, if you want, this can be written as mod of z argument of z minus argument of z bar. So looking at this, I can clearly say option A is correct. A is correct. Now while I was doing this question, I thought another way also. Another way could be, so it is what? It is written mod of z into angle, right? Angle. Now tell me one thing, if I consider that as if there is a circle which is having a radius as mod of z, don't you think angle into radius is what? Angle into radius is what? Arc. Arc length is always more than the chord, right, guys? So it is what? This is the chord only, and this is arc. And look at this. If you use geometry, this question becomes what? Very easy. It can be done quickly in a few seconds. So that's the power of geometry. So I would recommend you guys to use geometry in this question so that you guys can save the question. Those who can't think of geometry, if they think yes, geometry is something, sir, it's like whosoever remembers it, then only people can solve it. Otherwise, no. No, no. Apart from geometry also, you can solve this question, and we have already done it for you. I have shown you the entire process. But those who want to solve it using geometry, for them, yes, it's a very quick process. Okay, so let's proceed further and discuss this question. The question, hi Falcon's Beak, what's up? The question says, we have got z2 plus iota z1 is equal to mod of z1 plus mod of z2. When I look at this, very first thing which hits my mind is that for sure z2 and iota z1 both are in one line. Why? Because then only this triangle, see, this is like what? Triangle inequality, but right now it is written as equality, and this equality is only true when we are having same argument complex number. What? Same argument complex number. So this mod of z1 plus z2 is equal to mod of z1 plus mod of z2 is only true. It's only true when z1 and z2 are having same argument. Okay. Yes, Falcon's Wheel, all these questions are mains level questions. So it is pretty much clear to us that z2 plus iota z1 both are in one line. Now just think, if z2 and iota z1 they are in one line, then if I multiply this, z1 iota z1 with iota, what will I get? Minus of z1. Minus of z1 will be what? Will be in cases? Absolutely right, as you said correctly. Z1 and Z2, they will be perpendicular to each other. Absolutely right, guys. You guessed it right. Z1 and Z2 will be what? Perpendicular to each other. Correct. Now, what we can do? So now let's read question further. So it says, if Z1 is here, which is having distance from origin is what? 3. Z2 says that it has distance from origin is what? 4, and it is at the 90-degree angle from Z1. Okay. Then we have to find the area of ABC. Okay. If fx's, so basically you can say vertices of ABC are, so ABC, so A is what? Z1. A point is being represented by Z1, B is being represented by this Z2. There is another point which is C. Okay, the C is being represented by this complex number. Then we have to find the area of ABC. Hi Subhashri Pothal. Hello. Subhashri, you always come, but you never stay in my class. You come, you say hi, and you just leave. So now, let's say this C is a point which is like this. We are not sure what sort of angle we will be getting, but we have to still find the area. So what we can do? Any idea? Any idea, guys? So one way is either so AB is clear to us that AB will be 5 for sure. AB will be 5. So one way could be if I can drop the perpendicular from C to AB, so I can calculate the height, then I can easily calculate the area. Or something else? Any idea? Wish you the same, Subhashri. Wish you the same. Okay. Any other idea, guys? Other idea could be, because see, dropping a perpendicular is something, in complex number, obviously, it will be complicated for you guys, though it is very easy thing, but just think about something else. Let's do one thing. Let's say C is like another complex number Z3, and it is what? Z2 minus iota Z1 upon 1 minus iota. Let's write it out. So Z3 is what? Z3 iota. This will be what? Z2 minus iota Z1. So if I take iota terms to one side, what exactly I get it? Get Z3 minus Z2, and it is what? Z3 Z1 iota. Oh, so when you look at this, what exactly you are getting is Z3 minus Z2 upon Z3 minus Z1 is what? Iota. So when exactly we get iota? So it seems like as if Z3 minus Z1 is what? It is one vector. So Z3 is here, Z1 is here. So this is your one vector. Now this one vector got multiplied with iota. So when you multiply with iota, what does that mean? That means we want to rotate it. So we rotate it, and what do we got? We got another vector Z3 minus Z2, and what it is? It is basically your this, the another side of the triangle CB. Oh, that means your sides are first of all equal in magnitude, and this angle C is what? Angle C is 90 degree, and sides are equal. So we are having what? Isosceles right angle triangle. If we are having this sort of triangle, so we can easily calculate the area. So this will be 45, this will be 45. Correct, guy? This is 45. So your hypotenuse is what? 5. So your base will be what? Your base will be 5 by root 2. This is your base. Similarly, perpendicular will be what? 5 by root 2 only. Then to calculate the area, half into base into height. So 5, 25, 25 to 4. 25 by 4. Correct answer is D. That's it. Sorted. Easy question. Right, Falcon, Subhashi, Ishan, if you guys have understood it, just give me a thumbs up. Come on, guys. Subhashi says, yes, it is indeed a very easy question. Yes, let's move ahead. Let's solve another question. This question is, if alpha is what? It is the nth root of unity. Then we have to find what? 1 plus 2 alpha plus 3 alpha square plus till infinity, till n terms. So n terms will be what? Nth term will be n into alpha raised to n minus 1. This is your nth term. Then we have to find this summation. So your sum is what? Your sum will be Sn is what? 1 plus twice of alpha plus 3 alpha square, and this will continue till nth term. Guys, don't you think it looks like as if it is AGP? Arithmetical geometric progression, right? So how to solve it? First we multiply our summation with alpha. Let's multiply, and then we take one term forward and start subtracting it. So this will be what? Alpha. This will become what? Twice of alpha square. This will continue. Here we'll have what? N minus 1 alpha raised to what? N minus 1 plus n alpha raised to n. Since alpha is what? Nth root of unity, so I can directly write alpha as what? Alpha n as 1. I'll rewrite this, and simultaneously I'll subtract equation number 2 from equation number 1. So when I do that, so what exactly I get? Sn 1 minus alpha. So I have what? 1 plus alpha square, and this will continue till alpha raised to n minus 1 minus of n. That's it. So now look at this, guys. Don't you think it is looking like a GP having n terms and having common ratio as alpha, right? Sn will be what? 1 minus alpha. So 1 into alpha raised to what? alpha raised to n minus 1 upon what? 1. So alpha minus 1, correct? And minus n. Now alpha n is what? Alpha raised to n is what? It is 1. Basically, so this term will vanish. It will become 0. So what do we have? Now we have Sn is equal to minus of n upon 1 minus. This is your final summation. So which answer is here? E. E is correct answer. Hi Rishita Verma, what's up? Kaise ho? No issues Rishita, no issues. So we are already solving questions. So let's see. Yes, this is, I think this is the last question of the day. But it's okay Rishita, no issues. You can come on time next time, or maybe you can just watch the recorded session. So now read this question. The question says, if k is greater than 0, k is greater than 0 and mod of z is equal to mod of w, that is equal to what? K. Then we have to find what? Then, and they have also given us one relation where they says that alpha is another complex number, and this is equal to what? This is equal to z minus w bar upon k square plus z w bar. Then we have to find what? Real part of alpha. Now tell me one thing, when we have a complex number written in some form and we have to find what? Real part of it. So what do we need to do? Very obvious. It's better that we add complex number and its conjugate. But what? Its real part. Now if someone comes and says we have to find what? Imaginary part. So what do we need to do? We need to subtract complex number from its conjugate. Get what? Twice of iota imaginary part of complex number. Clear? So these are the a few observations which we made while learning the properties. So now just think, this is your alpha and this is alpha bar. So what exactly we can do? Alpha, if I write, this will be what? Z minus w bar upon k square plus z w bar plus z bar minus w upon k square plus z bar w. Okay. So now let's solve it. So one way is we can certainly take the LCM, and another way could be, can we do something think the given relation, this a is greater than 0. Yes, we can do. Why not write this z bar as k square by z. Similarly, this also w as k square by w bar. Now you would ask, why am I doing this? The reason is very simple. Because I will be getting this sort of term. This sort of. Let's do it. Z minus omega bar upon k square plus z omega bar plus. This will be what? This will be k square by z minus k square by w bar, k square plus, again we have k square here, k square again, and denominator we have got what? Z and w bar. Now if we proceed further, so what do we get? Z minus w bar upon k square plus z w bar plus k square can be taken as common, so we'll take it as common. So from both numerator and denominator we'll cancel it out, and so in numerator what exactly we have? We have w bar minus z upon LCM z w bar it is also there, so we have what? Z w bar plus k square. Oh, so as you can see, both are what? Both are cancelling it out. So both are cancelling. So both are cancelling. So what exactly we'll be getting? We'll be getting 0. So real part of alpha will be what? 0. So if someone comes and asks you about alpha, you'll be saying alpha is what? Alpha is purely imaginary number. So they can also ask this question also. Let's comment on alpha. Is it purely imaginary, purely real, or something else? Then you have to mark this purely imaginary. Now you might say, sir, how did you think about this, putting z bar as k square by z? See, I could have moved ahead with taking the LCM, but I chose this way. The reason is because I think that in IIT no one would give you question to check how hardworking you are. They would give you question to check how smart you are. But if you want that, let's say, but if you're a hardworking person and if you ask me, sir, no, to solve it using by LCM and all, I can still solve this question using LCM very easily. What to do? Simple. Let's keep multiplying. So let's write down the numerator. So numerator will be what? Z into k square. Then z into z bar. Z into z bar will be what? K square. So w. Then we'll have minus of w bar k square. Then we'll have this minus of z bar k square plus. Then we have k square z bar minus of w k square plus k square w bar minus of z k square. Now look at this. See, this term is cancelling out. This term is cancelled out with this term. This term is cancelling out with this term. And this term is cancelled out with this term. The numerator is also turning up as 0. People, those who couldn't think that they should go ahead with z bar as k square by z, they can peacefully take the LCM and solve the question. So that's a personal choice, but I would prefer choosing a smarter way. That's it. Okay guys, so that's it. So this is for our today's session. So today, what do I have in special class? So question is, what is special class? So special class is a class which I take on Unacademy platform, Unacademy application. Am I going to have tonight a class? Yes, tonight I'm going to have a class. When? Exactly at 4 past 8 p.m. So this is the time. So what exactly am I going to do there? So I'll be solving questions, or I'll be creating a quiz on mathematical induction. Mathematical induction. Yes. So is it free or you have to pay something? No, it's completely free of cost. What? Free of cost. So how to access this? Very easy. First, install an Unacademy application and then go for sign up. Once you sign in, search for my profile, you'll find Nishant Khanduja. Then there is a playlist in my profile. You can follow my profile first. Then when you punch on any video, what do you exactly see? It will pop up and it will ask for a promo code, or you can say it will ask for a key. You have to punch NK001 as your key. The moment you punch NK001, you will be able to access my free videos. Okay guys, so it's very easy to access my free videos. You need to punch what? NK001 code. Simple. Okay guys, yes, one more announcement. So tomorrow at 11:30. So tomorrow at 11:30, I am coming up with one shot revision. One shot revision for what? Parabola. Yes, this for parabola. Those who were asking me to take this parabola, this conic section. So we'll be covering this conic section in 3 parts. So tomorrow I am covering parabola. Then on Monday ellipse. Then on Tuesday we are covering hyperbola. Clear guys? So I would request all of you, those who want to cover parabola, they come tomorrow on time on JEE Quest channel at 11:30 am. So that's it guys. So if you have liked my video, so please like it, share it with your friends and subscribe our channel. Let's crack JEE in English. You can hit the bell icon button so that you get notifications in future whenever any new video comes up. And if you have any feedback regarding my teaching, regarding this channel, you can leave a comment in the comment section. And those who want to study from me, they can use this code NK001 and they can subscribe plus or iconic, and they can come and join my plus course on Unacademy application. So okay guys, so I'll take your leave. We'll be seeing you tomorrow once again at the same time on the same channel. Let's crack JEE English. Okay guys,